What's good, people? We are the Blasian Circle, 3 married couples made up of 6 friends who share in the experience of being in Black and South Asian interracial marriages.
It's a circle of unity and trust where we share our thoughts and lived experiences. Come join our circle.
Well, Anna, this is now over to you. You run the show.
I'll run it.
Excellent.
I will run the show. Okay. Welcome.
Hey,
welcome,
hey.
welcome,
Hello,
everyone.
hello.
Hello.
So we are the Blasian Squad.
Oh gosh.
I think, do we have to say Blasian Squad UK?
Can we drop the squad?
Yeah, the squad.
Because I feel like
the squad for a while.
Yeah, can we drop the squad?
What?
Oh,
No. Can we explain Blasian Squad? Because it does sound super corny without an explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like the So Solid crew.
No.
What's the other squad?
Isn't
Isn't it the
It's
Like
Blazing.
Fire
It's
Squad.
Blazing.
Blasian squad? That's
yeah.
Blasian Squad, with all due respect to Blasian Squad, they're very
Yeah.
different to So Solid.
Yeah.
Put some respect.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please.
With all due respect, I mean, they
Yeah.
did what they had to do. Big up
Yeah.
Blasian Squad out there. I hope they're doing well in life.
Yeah,
And
boom.
everything, man. Wishing
Man
you
like
well. But
Marcel.
Were they good?
they had a few hits. Lip reverse.
See you at the crossroads,
Oh, yeah,
you won't be
Crossroads,
lonely.
yeah,
That was
And then,
that was a cover of an
I
original.
want to flip, reverse it.
Yeah, that was.
And if you
Yeah,
let
that's the one.
me.
That was a tune.
So basically,
it's
are
kinda
we like a
corny.
tribute to the Blasians?
We are not a
No.
tribute
No.
to Blazing
I
Squad.
don't know.
In any way,
Please.
shape, or form. No.
I mean,
we
you were
just-
doing a very good impersonation of.
don't say I'm like my. Oh gosh, I've made myself like Marcel.
Yeah,
now,
you
innit?
did set yourself up for that one.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway.
Swiftly moving on. So we're
Okay.
keeping the squad.
We.
It's up for debate. Let's
Nah,
let
we
our
are keeping the
audience
squad.
decide.
We are keeping the
I
squad.
think we've committed now.
We've been the
Oh.
squad for about
We're here.
5 years. So like, how are we gonna suddenly just drop it? Well, you too bougie now. Let's let them know who we are. Yeah.
All right. So why don't we? Should we start by introducing ourselves?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Samuel, I'm looking at you.
Oh wow, jump to me.
That's it.
Hi, I'm Samuel. And this is my wife Zakia.
Hello.
What the introduction is in?
That's
what?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. You're done. Yeah. Cool.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm Cy Wentham.
Full
Yeah.
names.
Oh, you know me. That's the Wentham name. Wentham name holds a little bit of weight. So
I don't think we
I'll
should
just-
say surnames. What if they?
You don't need
find
to
you?
say your surname. It's okay. Wait.
Well-
Right. Look, we'll leave that. We'll leave that for another episode.
That's an episode,
We'll
right
leave
there.
that for another
Yeah,
episode.
we'll
Surname.
pause that.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I'm Cy. I'll let my wife introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Riz.
Hey, Riz. Oh,
I
what's
hate
that
the way
voice?
we
You don't like saying it.
sound,
Oh,
yeah.
Is
we're
it?
getting used
It's
to it.
just horrible.
We're getting used
Oh
to
no,
it.
it sounds great.
Okay. I'm Anna, and here we have.
Hey, then I'm DJ.
Arms out,
This
please.
is my wife. This is my
Yeah,
arm.
This is an
There
arm.
we are.
Hello.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain why we're only going to see your arm
I mean-
for the whole?
I mean, it's
I
a
kinda
lovely
like the
arm.
mystery.
It's a
Thank
lovely
you so
arm.
much.
It's
Thank
a lovely
you.
arm.
Well
Well
done,
done,
I'm
Anna.
working on it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, I mean, I'm the sound guy, so there's that. And yeah, I think I don't mind the mystery, you know.
Yeah, I think we should keep it mysterious for
But
at
no,
least a
but
few
yeah,
episodes.
mainly I'm working on sound and work purposes. But yeah,
But he is here.
that is actually the answer. Both of those. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, what can we say about us? Who are we?
Yeah. Well, we're a collective of, as you can see,
Spot the similarity, guys.
Mm.
Like, what
Mixed
could
heritage.
it be?
mixed heritage couples.
Yeah.
I like that.
Between
Heritage.
Black and Asian.
And I guess
Racially.
specifically South Asian in our case.
Yeah,
Mhm.
South Asian, yeah. And Africans, one via the Caribbean. We're a collective group that have become a family with shared experiences, life experiences that we feel hold value amongst us, and we want to share that and hopefully provide value for others.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we are. if I'm just to voice my personal view, just about what we are and what we intend to achieve here, for me, I believe that as society, we in the West especially, is so multicultural. I think the barriers for these types of relationships are being broken down, and because of that, I think that this is going to become a more frequent thing, and is a growing population of relationships, and children, which is a growing population of a race of people, where Black and Asian, South Asians, relationships are going to become more popular. And because of that, I feel that it becomes quite important that there are reflections and examples to people of what the relationship looks like and the challenges that you may face. And I personally want to be a part of something that provides a positive support network for others, to let people know that you may go through very difficult and painful experiences, but there's purpose in your pain. And we can actually testify that we've been through it, we understand it, but there is light at the end of the tunnel that can, bring about change. So for me, this is a really exciting project.
Really exciting.
Yeah.
What about you, Riz? What's your vision behind the podcast? What are you trying to get out of this?
For me, I think it's really just helping other people go through this and not think they're the only ones. So, I think going back to when me and Sai were in the initial couple of years, I really didn't know anyone doing it. And it was really just quite a scary period because, you kind of think I'm doing the abnormal. And come from a Pakistani background. It's kind of it's not the thing you normally typically do. Just helping other people to know that it has been done, and they're not alone really.
So I just moved your mic in a bit there, just so that everyone can hear what you had to say. But thank you.
Well, as you're speaking, why don't you go next?
I guess. Just to say as well, especially for listeners who aren't familiar with our context. So we are all from London, England, UK and all that.
We're from Essex.
We're from South London.
Babe?
Greater London.
Essex is not necessarily more posher than saying London. You remember like when
it's a posh thing. Okay.
I remember when you used to live in like
okay.
I'm not going to say
That's not that.
it's not that this time.
This is about that. Okay.
Yeah.
London / Essex, Greater London, all of the above. But we're so oftentimes so when over here, I guess compared to maybe say the US, that when they say I think Americans when they say Asian, I think they're thinking more East, East Asian, like Chinese and so forth in that region. But here, Southeast Asians are more common, more known. So when we say Asian, that's
Americans would often call Indian Americans.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, so do they call Indians like even Pakistani Indian? Just everybody's India.
Yeah.
So anybody our shade is Indian.
From anyone from the Indian subcontinent.
Okay, cool.
is-
I didn't know that.
Whereas here, when we say Asia, we mean Pakistani, we mean Indian, we mean Bangladesh, we mean Sri Lanka.
Oh, so in that same way, if someone was black, what would they say? Would they just say
African American?
Yeah.
And if you're African, you're just.
But is that a better
African.
description though? That's still a better description than just Indian to like a Pakistani. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everybody originated, or black people originated from Africa, right?
Yeah.
So then that would be a truer description.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Sorry, that was a complete sidebar.
No, but it's important.
Yeah,
I guess,
back
So if people, I guess if people from other places we might just say Asian and they don't
Yeah.
necessarily think. Yeah. But man. I think similar to what other people have said. I think I think all of us can relate to experiences of maybe feeling like isolation or feeling, isolation. But it is unique, and there's like unique cultural stuff that comes up as a result of our unions. And if someone can watch this and listen to this and feel less lonely, then I think we've won something there.
Yeah.
And also just outside of the interracial stuff or intercultural stuff, we're married couples, just figuring out this marriage thing
That's
like everyone else. So,
Mate.
yeah, man, if that's useful too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're just interested in like couples figuring stuff out and just friendship and family and all that good stuff, then yeah, man, I think that's yeah, those are decent reasons to find some value in this.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'll add to that. I've kind of always said it's a big part of why I think this is important is visual representation.
Yeah.
Am I not? Oh,
But
ooh,
yeah.
ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is the problem where
Yeah,
no
you don't have
headphones.
headphones.
See, I thought I was too cool to not wear headphones. You know?
Mess up the hair, man.
Yeah, exactly. Mess up my locks, man. So I think visual representation is important in our community. I've always seen kind of like corny images of like Black and South Asian relationships, and I'll say shout out to Blindian Project.
Big shout out.
Definitely. He's representing him, both he and his wife are representing the culture of Black and Asian interracial marriages in a really positive light. So yeah, plug. But yeah, I just think it's important to see what we look like.
Yeah.
In a very real way, and so and not only that, to also flip kind of the some of the weird and warped narratives that are there about the type of Black men that type of South Asian girl would go for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not to be up my own bottom, but like, we're pretty lit guys.
100.
I'll say this to my my in-laws.
Yeah.
Your wife, if your daughter has married a lit guy.
Yeah.
All right. Your daughters here have married lit guys. Okay. And lit means good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Evan.
No worries. And yeah. And also, not only that, you know, these are amazing women.
Yeah. 100%.
So, you know, some of the narratives that sometimes come in the sense of, the type of girl who would marry a Black, you know, Pakistani girl, or, you know, that she'll be into this, into that, whatever. Nah, man. These are very stand-up human beings who are contributing a lot to society.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, man, I think it's just really important that the narrative the script has to be flipped. So yeah, that's it really from
well
me.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think off the back of what you're saying, Zai, like we often hear the same kind of like narrative around how we are being perceived as like women who have done this as being rebellious or being just non-compliant or like disobedient. And it's none of those things actually. And so for me, I think what's really important is that we hear the other side, because it's not to say that people, because I think we're in a position where, or for me anyway, everybody's emotions when we go through situations like this are valid, but we often hear kind of like, I guess our parents, we often hear like people in our community who have things to say, but you never hear from the girl who's going through it, or the guy that's you never hear it. And you're like, and the narrative is, well, you made this decision, so you must be pretty happy, or you must be okay, or you must be this. And I'm genuinely just a bit tired of hearing that, because it's not true. And I think it's a misrepresentation of everything that you're kind of fighting for. And so for me, the key thing here is to help people understand or help people look at it from a different way. And that's it. And you may not accept it. You may think, well, whatever she's saying is nonsense, but you've heard it, and it's then for you to do whatever you choose to do with it. But what we cannot do is be silent about actually people that are going through this. It's not easy. It is a challenge, and people need to hear about it. And just because you may not agree with the decision that's been made, it does not invalidate what's happened here. And so for me, that's a really big thing to kind of like to talk about. And mental health, because I think a lot of it, and it has a massive impact. And we'll definitely kind of go into that in other episodes, but you know, mental health is massive. And I think it's a really important thing to highlight that in the Asian community, because I don't think it's fully understood. Highlight that in the Black community, and I don't think you can ever talk about it too much.
I agree.
And so therefore that's kind of what we want to do here, is have an open forum of where we can talk about things honestly. And that's the one thing actually I just wanted to point out, like, you know, we've often watched quite a few, like, because whenever you're always kind of looking for this visual representation of yourself. So Sam and I would have to go and look at YouTube and try and find people that looked a bit like us, and how did you do it? And you kind of want to find a way to navigate this. And like,
It's not it.
Mate, listen, I don't listen. I mean, it could be.
It's not real blood.
But mate, I don't know where you're coming from. But somebody want to come and like, I don't know what you were on, but it wasn't. I don't believe it was genuine.
Nah.
And so the one thing that I think I speak for everyone here is that this is real, open, honest, and genuine. There is zero disrespect meant here to anybody, but we are going to be very open about certain things that we've been through. In fact, everything that we've been through, and there are going to be times actually where we may not be able to deal with them at the time because it's quite sensitive and maybe we haven't even really processed it, but we will come back and share and be like, actually, this is what was happening. So what you will find here is an open, honest place where you will get what's going on for real, and not kind of like covering things up. And I think that's very important to show, especially in a society where you can question whether something is real or not. And here you will find real. That much we all can.
I think that's one of the beautiful things about this group. It's a safe space, and anyone that's watching or listening, we really want to provide a safe space in which we can discuss things that are meaningful to us and to you, and to let you know there's no judgment here. We don't feel judged with the discussions that we're going to have amongst ourselves. And to be honest, we're in most scenarios, we're just sharing conversations that we previously had. And these are things that we've just worked through ourselves. And just continuing them. And I think Zach's hit the nail on the head as far as just the purpose of this group. And we will be vulnerable. And I think vulnerability is important. It's attached to our integrity. It's attached to our openness and what we want to provide and put out there. So listen up, and we hope that you'll come along this journey with us.
Definitely.
And if you appreciate the content and these are things that you want to see more of, please hit that like. We would love to see you share the content, and there's a bell notification, as you can just see on the screen right now. Please click that, because we want you to be a part of the journey. We want to build a community. This is really important. This isn't just about us. I believe this is a movement for the future generations. We're all going to have kids. And who knows where our Blasian kids, they will be the produce of each of our relationships.
I got a Blasian kid story, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I would say it later on.
I look forward to it.
Question, bell notification, is that the same as subscribe?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, no. Bell notification lets everyone know every time we release a video, it appears on their list. A subscription is they're a part of the family, but the bell notification is the thing that lets them know, Blasian Squad's just released a new video.
Did you all know that we're all quite new to YouTube? Did this all come across here to everyone?
It's a bit bad, because for the last 6 months I've been releasing YouTube videos every single month.
Check like Kofi on YouTube and Instagram.
Big up Kofi,
All your socials.
big up. Check him out on YouTube. His tracks are amazing.
Indeed.
And I think we need to definitely put up the most appropriate track for us.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. I think
we've got to give that some. I think
that would be that would be the theme tune.
Oh, that would be please, that would be amazing.
You know what's going to be funny though? We're going to be talking about this, but they would have already heard it.
Well, at least they would. They would know, innit?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I appreciate
even
that.
the instrumental.
That's enough. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Boom. I'm so excited for you to hear it, guys.
Anna, have you spoken?
I think so.
And communicated.
Have you?
About vision stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I think you've all covered it. I would only echo everything that has already been said. I think the thing for me is also about legacy. So coming back to where we started with what Sam said around, interracial relationships and marriage becoming more common and popular. This particular mix, unfortunately, there has been a lot of stigma attached to it. It is quite taboo, and so I think it's really important that we address it, because we've all been through it, and we've all got very different stories. We're all at very different stages in our respective journeys. But I think actually it's what you said about children as well. I think that I often think about, well, what will our children's lives look like? How will they identify? And actually, I think so much of the responsibility is on our shoulders to actually be at peace with what we've done. and to normalize this particular union.
That's so dope.
And
Yeah,
you know,
100.
and again, by the way, we're not like, oh, you know, if you're Asian, go find a black person. You're a black person. That's not it. That's not it.
Yeah, it's not
That's
that.
Yeah.
If
please,
if you were
put that
living
out there.
exactly,
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah,
living
yeah.
in a multicultural society,
Yeah.
there's a chance that you might get with someone
Yeah.
who is of a different race. It might be this particular combination. There are some struggles that can come with that. Not
Absolutely.
always.
Yeah.
And we just want to give you some support.
Yeah.
We want to be transparent. We want to share our journey with you, and we really hope you get something from this. You know,
Yeah.
this has been a long time in the
Yeah,
making.
definitely.
So on that,
Just quickly,
Go on.
the irony is, and you always say this, none of us ever planned this. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think any of us, like, I knew as a kid who I thought I was going to marry. innit?
Yeah.
here she is.
Yeah. It's true. This was not.
As
This
a
was
kid,
not. This was
and
not.
I don't
part,
think, and I think
None
you
of
say
us.
that as well. I don't think this
Yeah,
was
it
the plan.
it wasn't
for
a
any
part of
of
the
us.
plan.
Like,
Yeah.
So
No, yeah.
whatever ideas even people think,
Yeah.
those black guys just like Asian girls,
Yeah.
or what's it called,
Yeah.
or whatever, or vice versa. You know what I mean? I don't think like any of
Yeah.
us
It's
actually
true.
planned this.
It's true,
like,
and I
so-
think that's going to be one of our episodes later
Oh.
about misconceptions because it's so true. You know, people just think, oh yeah, she's been watching too many hip hop videos.
Yeah,
or something. Then she saw some guy and she fell prey to him on the
Yeah.
street. You know, this is a typical narrative. It's just like, rather than I just saw another human being. And,
Yeah.
you know. Anyway,
Exactly.
but yeah. So why don't we talk about let everyone know how we met?
Yeah.
And how all of that started.
Yeah.
Who's gonna
Who tells it best?
We know who's the best person, Samuel.
Guys.
go on, Sam?
It's
And then we'll chirp it. When it
yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. So.
Set the scene.
Okay. So let me set the scene. It was a moment in destiny, guys.
Oh.
Like no matter what tried to stop us, there was a force at work beyond each and every one of us.
And there was people trying to stop this.
Literally. Okay, so we went to an event, and at the event, it was halfway point in this particular event, and you have breakout periods where you can go and get some snacks and some drinks. So Zach and I we'd been together a while, good few years.
Yeah.
But nothing was really. Yeah, it was just we were just getting to know each other's passions, or just being involved in it. And what we were doing, we're developing our own mutual passion that we shared together. And we went to this event at the breakout period. And I'll be honest, I'm a very sociable person.
I mean that's an understatement.
That's an
Okay?
understatement.
That's an understatement.
So it's not unusual for me to find myself in large gatherings, in deep conversations with people I've never met before.
That is very true.
And I'm sure this played a part in Zakia trying to prevent me communicating with one of the members. So we're there, and I'm queuing up to get some food, and I see, it was a tea, mate. It was the break. It's tea time, and I've looked over across the room, and I've seen Sai and Riz, and for me it was like, oh my goodness.
There are people that look like us.
Like there's a black and Asian couple, and don't get me wrong, I've had friends and met people prior to this moment who had been in a relationship of this dynamic, but their circumstances were very particular. They met at 19 and two people that we know from elsewhere. But this for me was the first time outside of my bubble, like in a social setting, in this particular place as well. It was like, oh my goodness. So I made a beeline. I saw so for those that don't understand, with black people, especially black males, when you see another black male, there is a nod, there is everything said in the nod. The nod just right there. When we are
see you.
right, I see you, you see me, okay, and we understand each other, just all in the nod. That's what happened, like in movies. It was a movie moment. We nodded and we knew we need to talk.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Days, like,
To be fair, I don't think it was just a nod though. I think we were like beaming.
Yeah.
It was just like weird. It wasn't just like,
Yeah.
oh, you know.
No, so literally, I had to hold Samuel back and be like, "Listen, leave these good people alone.
Yeah.
Right? They may not want to talk to you, okay?" And I don't. And the thing is, I am one of those people that even people I know, and if I see them, I just want to turn away and just pretend like I didn't see them. I'm not much of a, I just find it really thing. So I was like, no, Samuel, we must leave them alone. Do not go and speak to them. And I said, don't do it. Don't do this. So I was very firm.
She was extremely
Don't do it.
And
Okay?
that's exactly what you see.
I'm
The
totally
finger.
like, don't do it, please.
That finger only comes out when she's dead serious.
I'm serious. I'm like, don't do it,
So
please.
don't do this. So
Okay,
I had the
because-
choice either to talk to this guy and go home with the drama, or
the wrath.
leave the drama. And you know what? I saw the guy. We just didn't get a chance.
What do you think happened?
So let me tell you what happened. Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna take the drama. Okay, you don't want me to go over there. Okay, but in my heart, I was like, oh man, I'd love just to talk to this guy. Like, I just want to know how's it going. Like, so then now 2-2s. Yeah. I don't know what happened. Sai came over.
I think I approached you.
Yeah,
bro.
Sai just came
stepped
over.
over,
Yeah,
like,
and it was like I didn't create this. This was wonderful.
I was just like, yo, what's up? You're right, yo. Like, yo, what's your
Jumped
name?
on
Wait,
each
are
other,
you,
yeah.
are you, is that your message? Oh, yeah. What? Hardly any words just
Yeah,
spoken.
exactly.
Pure
That was
joy.
it. Just joy.
And ironically, Riz is the parallel universe
Yeah.
of her sister Zach.
Yeah.
So it was doing exactly the same thing. It was just like, do not talk to them. Sai, don't talk to them. Please don't go there. Just stay here. Do not do that. Don't move.
Yeah, that's because like wherever we go, you'll collect a friend. So it'll be like, I'll be in the supermarket. I would have gone, and I would have gone to a different aisle, and I'll come back to the aisle that I left him at, and then they'll be there with like an old lady, and then she'll be like, "Oh, you're such a sweetheart," but they'll be like talking like long lost friends.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Basically, that's basically it.
It's actually no surprise that myself and Sam are 4 days apart in birthdays as
we're
well.
so similar.
yeah.
No,
We are so similar.
a day apart, yeah.
Wait, you're 14th?
Yeah,
14.
and you're 15th.
Oh, sorry, my fault.
Yeah, you're
we're
15.
Yeah. I thought it was 10th. I thought it was the 10th.
Yeah.
No.
I thought you were 3 days before me.
No, you're a day apart, mate.
Oh.
You're a day apart.
Yeah. So.
Well,
and then,
there you
and
go.
Then, and then, so obviously, we all then met.
Yes.
And then, so I think this is the thing that Riz and I like. So I don't know about. I think this. I don't want to task all like Asian people, but I was certainly tasked Pakistani people because me and Riz are Pakistani. So often, we were talking at the beginning about how people perceive us and how certain types of girls go out with certain types of guys. The weirdest thing is that I think we both thought that. We both just thought, well, what kind of girl are you to be dating you? You're not going to be my type of person, So I'm just, so both of us, while these two were kind of like just talking, we're just like, okay, like, what do we do with each other? Like, do we
It
say
is really bad. I think I'm with the back guy, obviously, at the time, and still am. But when I looked across the room, and I was like, oh my God, I looked at Zach and I thought, oh my gosh, she's bad. She's with this black
bad
guy.
influence, that one.
Oh my
goodness.
gosh. But the thing is, automatically, my brain registered all of that. Like, look at her. She must be super rebellious.
Yeah.
Like all the bad things that you think,
Yeah,
drinking,
yeah.
smoking,
Yeah.
like all those bad
Yeah.
stuff. Meanwhile, I'm here next to a black guy. But I think we'll go into it later.
But it just shows, But it just shows how ingrained that even we think about it about others.
Yeah.
And then we all kind of met and we went to Nando's for lunch.
Wait.
sorry.
You're missing key
Sorry,
bits.
sorry.
And just to let the audience know, we got a little budgie. His name's Porquito. Hey,
Yeah.
gang. Chirp that.
No.
He don't want to chirp no
He's
more.
camera shy.
But,
Camera shy.
if you hear him, I know. If you hear him chirping in the background, it's
have
a
a
little
budgie.
bird.
He's also part of our family.
He is part of the family.
He is part of the family.
He will get a Blasian girlfriend soon. Yeah. But yeah, before we were getting ready to leave to go to Nando's,
Yeah.
and what it was is that both of you were part of the
We were
team, isn't
organising
it?
it.
Yeah. So
event.
I was on the door.
for the actual event, both DJ and Anna were part of the actual administration team for the day. So we're leaving, all right, because we've finally bonded. We've got these girls to agree to go out with us to go to Nando's. And we're leaving, and we're exiting, getting ready to go Nando's. And then we see DJ.
DJ, yeah.
And me and DJ already know each other from like church and stuff like that. So I go, hey, yo, DJ. And he looks at me and just goes, he could see like the four of us together.
Yeah.
Just like
So he
looked
goes,
at him. I was like,
and he goes, Blasian, yeah?
You're Blasian, yeah?
Blasian, yeah?
And I was like, Blasian? Yeah, I was like, so,
yeah, yeah, God, sorry.
it's like, Blasian? It's like, yeah, Blasian. Oh, is that it? Is that what it's called? Oh,
Oh, yeah,
and I
yeah,
looked
'cause-
at him and I was like, yeah.
We just hugged.
And it was just hugs, yeah. The
Didn't
love
know.
was just, it was just there. Instant.
Yeah.
It
Can
was
I
incredible.
just come back to where we started, which is where did this squad business come from?
Oh, see,
I
yeah.
think it happened the very first time you guys met.
Yeah, 100%.
This
Yeah,
Blasian
yeah,
squad.
yeah,
just-
Blasian squad
And I
jumped
never.
in there.
Can I just say I never agreed to this?
No, neither did I.
I couldn't
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
I couldn't fight.
I
force.
can't believe
That's what happened.
the lies I'm hearing. So where the word came in my head was from you, because you made the joke of it, and like, oh, we're the Blazers squad, like Blazers squad. So that was in my head.
So operative word there was joke. It was a joke.
It's a joke.
Yeah? A joke is different to then starting up a YouTube channel and calling it the Blazing Squad.
Finish how you start how you
Anyway.
mean to finish.
Yeah,
or what is it?
yeah,
Let's keep this going. Nando's.
Yes. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So then we went to Nando's and
Can I really quickly, because
Yeah, of
like
course.
we just breezed past something that was like, because what you were talking about as like the messages you might have received about what it means to date a black guy.
Yeah.
And obviously we're gonna get into it another time.
Yeah.
But just wanted to acknowledge that, like, I personally appreciate your realness in sharing that. But also, yeah, man, it's really real.
Yeah.
That's tough to hear, but it's true. It's
Yeah.
true. Anyway, we'll get into it. But I just didn't want to breeze past that moment.
Yeah.
But go on,
Yeah.
Sam, sorry.
Yeah, so Nando's?
Yeah. So then we went to Nando's, at which point we then got to discussing and get to know each other and realized that there was we had things in common in our relationships, and the bond just grew from there. Then and then we came back, and then at the end of the event we then got to see Anne's, and it was just from there
we exchanged
Yeah.
details.
we exchanged details, and then
we met up like
Pretty quickly
yeah,
after that.
pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Very soon after that.
Pretty
It's,
quickly.
it's really interesting actually that you know how like sometimes when you meet people and then you just kind of you think, oh, you're never going to see them again. It was it initially you just like, but it was so weird because so literally from the second meeting I think that was it, like
That was it.
where it was, and it was just I just found it so interesting, the psychology of it all, like because we all kind of went through like the same thing, the thing that has bonded us in such a way. That it's amazing.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like war survivors, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've all been through the same thing.
Yeah, you
like-
go through a trauma together.
Remember
Yeah,
that
it just
day.
bonds you.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly.
PTSD.
Exactly.
No, but do you know what I find amazing? It's when we reflect on the time frame,
Yeah.
we look at it and it's like that's not a long time, but
No.
but it just felt organic.
Yeah.
And we felt we look back on it and we done a lot in a very
Very
short
short
space of time. Very
Yeah,
short.
yeah, very, very short.
But I think our
and I guess just
experiences
to
contributed
quantify
to
that
that.
in terms of like what we've done.
Yeah.
So we've all at this stage,
Yeah.
you know, when we first met, none of our parents knew.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
we've
No,
kind of been
We
told.
were all in hiding. Let's put it that way. That's the best way to put it.
But we've
Yeah.
all gone through telling our parents together, which for
Yeah.
anybody who knows
Yeah, it's
is just,
challenging.
mate. We've all got married, which is like, okay.
Yeah.
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 And now we're all married and we're all now going through kind of the next stages of that. And so like when you think, I mean, how long have we known each other? Like 7 years?
No,
Longer?
5 years.
I think that's
Imagine in 5 years. And
crazy.
the weird thing is I can't even think about life before you guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh.
Yeah, that's a very
So-
good point.
That's true.
That's a
It's
very
mad.
good point.
It's mad. So there's a lot that's happened. In
Can't think about life without you. Yeah,
That too.
Oh,
that's the truth.
Samuel.
I know.
Don't.
It's
Such a
genuinely
sweetie.
the
He's
truth.
such a sweetie,
It
innit?
is the truth.
Yeah.
I know, seriously.
But it's funny you say that because it did move really fast and this was the thing that told us it did because I think 3 months after you were proposing to
Yeah.
her.
Yeah,
on-
yeah,
on-
yeah,
on
yeah.
your-
Everyone
on
was
your
there,
birthday.
yeah.
That was
and that's so surreal
We've
as
got
well.
videos.
Like
Yeah.
people that we've known for like 3 months turned up were at our engagement.
The most intimate moment
Yeah.
in our relationship
It's
at that
weird.
point,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
where only selected few loved ones
Yeah.
were there, and you guys were there,
But the
which
funny
is
thing is-
amazing.
No, but the funny thing is like at that point already, I still feel like we knew each other
Yeah,
really well.
really well. Yeah,
And
yeah,
looking at
yeah.
this like outside, I would think, nah, you guys are moist, bro. Like, why are you getting that inner with other people that you don't know?
Yeah,
like, why are you cozying up with people that I remember telling other people that I think before I even met you guys.
Yeah.
Just like, nah, come on, like, take time.
Yeah.
But the relationship just was so rich.
Yeah, it's rich.
And just moved so quickly.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah, very, very. But in all the right ways.
Yeah,
It was-
definitely.
Yeah. I love that about us actually, because I do refer to us as like a little family.
Yeah.
And I think that there's something very unique about the experiences that we've gone through, which also you tend to feel a sense of abandonment and a sense of sort of displacement.
Yeah.
And actually it's so important that you have some sense of belonging as
Yeah.
well. And I just can't believe, as you say, I can't actually imagine like life before you guys or without you guys. And I think it's really interesting because even recently, like we've gotten so close that we also disagree with each other as well. It's a sign of
That's a
closeness.
sign,
It's
yeah,
a very
yeah.
And sometimes like, when we're having a little disagreement, I just have a little smile on my face in the corner because I'm just like, we're just like a little family. Just have a little bust up every now and then. But yeah. So I guess we've really. I was about to say the next thing I wanted to cover was like evolution of our group, but I think we've done that.
Yeah.
So,
Oh dear.
I think that brings us to the close
It
of our
does,
first
of our first
episode.
episode.
Okay, nice.
That wasn't too bad actually. I think we did alright with that one.
Job.
Is
So
anyone's
hopefully people
headphones
know.
hurting their ear?
No.
No.
Mine's is really aching my
Oh,
ear. Can I take
I've
it off?
only got one on, so. But yeah, we hope that you'll do this journey with us, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, stick around. You're gonna learn some things. Yeah, be surprised, shocked,
Yeah.
entertained. Yeah, and what we most hopefully want to achieve is enlightenment, like to let you know you can do it. And there are others. So we know the like, subscribe, and bell notifications.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes, please share. Yeah, let's build our community together. Let's build it together. And in the comments, if you've got any questions or topics,
feedback.
hit us up, man.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
there are things that you think and feel, share.
Yeah.
We're here to respond and interact. So yeah, look forward to seeing you.